What's up, guys? This is Pancho. Welcome to the Lil Revolution podcast. Lil Revolution podcast. Thank you, Jason, for coming on my show today. How's it going?
Well, it's going good. You could have done that with a little more enthusiasm.
Okay, let's try it again. Let's do this again.
We got it.
No, I think we should do it again.
No, let's keep it.
I was in my head the whole time.
I could tell.
Yeah.
But let's stay right here and just do the intro again right now. Like as if we stopped it, but we're not.
Okay.
And you're going to do the intro right now, okay?
Got it.
This is you right now. Yeah. We're going.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Lil Revolution podcast. I'm Pancho.
I'm Weeman.
And
thank you for having me on your show, Pancho.
Oh, thank you for coming. I've been trying for so long to get you, man.
But it's crazy that I'm on your show and my show.
Yeah. How are we on the same show?
I don't know, but it's fun. I'm excited.
We were supposed to have a guest today, but unfortunately, I'm not going to mention any names, but he got in a car accident, and we hope he's okay and that we can reschedule another appointment for him to come. And, you know, we even wore our special shirts
for him.
For him.
Because he's a dress-up guy.
He is a dress-up guy.
I know you told him that it was a surprise for me, but then you told me who it was, and then you told me he canceled. But when I know the guy, and I don't want to say, because I want him to come back and say, yeah, I tried to be here earlier, but I was in a car accident. Or I want him to admit, hey, guys, I wasn't feeling it that day. I was kind of scared.
Yeah, just like threw the old car accident one in there to to throw you off, make you feel something for me, but then make you think, okay, yeah, he probably was, and you know,
but
we hope he's good and he comes back.
Yeah, but so he dresses up, so I thought I would dress up, put on a nice shirt, and then of course you had to put on a nice shirt.
Yeah, this is I got this one at Target. I love nice. Target, dude. Do you shop at Target?
Of course I shop at Target.
I fucking love Goodfellow. The Goodfellow brand.
Dude, I'm wearing Goodfellow brand underwear. It's my new favorite boxers.
Oh man,
I'm not even kidding. I'm surprised you said that.
I'm like Goodfellow from the fucking ankles. Yeah, head to toe, man.
Oh no, these are Target brand socks, but I think they're called Bandits or whatever.
I love the Goodfellow brand. So Target. Hey, yeah.
I went to Target the other day. Oh, after leaving here at our other podcast, and I need more like boxers and more socks, and they're always out at the stores. Yeah. You go online, totally easy to order. So, and I have a shipment waiting in my house today.
You know what's crazy is I stopped wearing boxers and underwear a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know if you get this because we have like similar legs, but like when I get really sweaty, like with boxers, they start riding up like.
And you get shaved.
Yeah, they start riding me, and then like my penis will stick out the little gotchi pocket, and it's like being like, it's like having those like French underwear on, you know, where you're. But it really hurts. It's painful, so I just stopped doing that, and now it's been a lot better. And with regular brief underwears, it's even worse. So
no,
you don't get that?
No, man. I'm boxers. I've worn boxers my whole life pretty much, and I used to wear these ones. They were they were like Lululemon fabric, whatever that fabric is, neoprene or whatever.
Okay. Neoprene,
but boxers. Yeah. Not boxer briefs or whatever, but just boxers. And I guess that stuff's bad for you, like your skin, even men and women. But I went to Target and I found just cotton boxers. Goodfellas, and I started buying a bunch.
No, it's not Goodfella. It's Goodfellow.
Oh, Goodfellow.
Goodfellow. Gotta get it right if we want that sponsorship, dude.
Dude, if we had Target Goodfellow sponsor, we'd be the kings.
I'd be so happy
every
day.
I like boxers. I love, but yeah, I just wear boxers.
So wait, why are you wearing like the Target socks? Like, don't you have merge?
Nope, I left merge.
You left merge.
I left merge.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had your own sock. Like you were like on a sock.
I have a whole bunch of socks.
Damn, that's dope, dude.
I have like 6 different style socks with me on them. But it changed, and I just walked away.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you see we don't know when this episode's going to air, but did you see on the news that like Maui's burning down?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever been to Maui?
No, I haven't been to Maui. I've been to Kauai.
Okay.
And Oahu.
Like I used to live on Maui, right in Lahaina area, and the whole front street just burned down. And it was like they said that there's like a drought going on there, and there's like crazy winds, and people were having to like jump into the ocean to get away from the fire.
I saw that.
That's fucking gnarly, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, I feel bad for everybody over there, like especially the locals.
Oh, absolutely.
And the tourists, like it's.
I mean,
that's a scene.
Especially because Front Street over there in Lahaina is like, it's like a seasonal thing. It's like their main source of income, you know, like people working there for the tourists and stuff. And it just all got burnt down. I hope, like, my heart's out to all those people, man. I hope they're able to work something out and rebuild as quick as possible.
Yeah. No, I think, our thoughts are with them.
Yeah.
Lil Revolution's thinking good things for them, so.
Lil Revolution.
Yep.
Why Lil Revolution?
What?
Why Lil Revolution?
I'm surprised you finally asked. When you came over to my house and you brought up doing a podcast, and I was like, you know what? I was kind of thinking of that too. I think we went for a drive to breakfast, and the Beatles song Revolution came on.
Yeah.
And it felt like a moment. And I was like, I mean, Beatles, like, you would think I would pick like a Black Sabbath song or like a Slayer song, but it just hit. And I was like, wow, like, this is a revolution. You and I are going to do something. I mean, we're not changing the world, but like it came on and it hit.
No, I like that. I remember what happened when we left the breakfast spot.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
So, Pancho's bringing up this story. Pancho and I went to a little breakfast spot in Newport, around PCH, and Cappy's, I'll say it. Cappy's. It's a good spot. Great place. But we were leaving, and I took Pancho for a ride in my Impala, so the Impala was parked in the parking lot. And we're walking out, and this wasted chick is just like
at like 11 a.m. on a Sunday is just it was like a Friday morning.
Friday morning, and she was wasted by 11, and she's like on her friend's car, like oh blah, and she's like, oh my God, 2 midgets! Oh, come over here and kiss me.
Yeah, come over here and kiss me. Come over and kiss me. And then she started squatting on the floor and just.
And we were like, no, I don't think our ladies would appreciate that. Thank you for being a fan. See you later. And then she started like stumbling over.
And then she was like, she stumbled over. She's like, oh my God, this is your Impala? Wow, you're riding in style.
And then she had a Ford something, or it was her
Ford Mustang. She's like, we both ride in style. And she had like a convertible Ford Mustang. And she was there with her girlfriend, who was like embarrassed for her. She's like, I'm so sorry this is happening. She's just had a little bit too much to drink. And so we left and we drove down the PCH for a little bit. And then when we drove back, it was funny because I looked at the restaurant parking lot, and the lady that was like hollering at us like was passed out in her car, just like her mouth was open, like probably drooling, and her friend was like driving her car. It was just hilarious.
Friday just ruined already. She has to go take that lady home.
I'm like, is this what it's like in Newport, dude? Like, holy shit.
I was like, no, not always.
Damn, man.
But it is funny because obviously we get recognized by ourselves, but I bet it is really weird for people to see 2 of us together, you know? 2 midgies together.
Yeah, 2 midgies.
Speaking of midgies,
there they are. We are representing midgies.
We are representing midgies.
Because they're so delicious, and they're so tiny and small. And we just love the name.
And everybody wants to put a little midgie in their mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of midgies, have you ever been with a midgie?
No.
Never.
Just myself. Have you ever been?
I have been with two in my entire life.
Wow.
And I won't not mention any names or anything, but it was it was crazy because it was one I never saw other little people growing up. Like I was saying in one episode, I moved around so much. I never saw.
You told the story already.
The only other little person I knew was you, and then I never seen a female. Like I might have seen them on TV.
Yeah.
So it was definitely strange when I did hook up with one, and then it never went anywhere. We never went on a date or anything. It was just kind of a hookup. And then the next one, we tried, but it was just. She was kind of crazy, you know, like,
well, yeah,
like, and so it just didn't go anywhere either. But I feel like that was enough for me. You know, I got a taste of it.
Yep.
And I just, those two girls weren't what I saw myself. Weren't my cup of tea. I didn't see myself like growing old with them or going anywhere. But
all right.
It was fun. Yeah, I mean, to be at eye level with somebody is always different, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, even like when I hang out with you as opposed to when I hang out with my other friends that are taller, it's always a different vibe. It's always, I don't know if it's not like I'm more comfortable with it. You get used to it, and I think as we've gotten older, it's just normal.
Yeah. Totally.
Right?
It's totally.
Was it ever weird for you when?
Oh,
like,
it was totally weird for me. Especially like when I was younger. Like I said, the first time my mom took me to an LPA thing, I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Not like me. Not like, you know. And then I realized, okay, yeah, maybe, you know, they are like me, but we're just different.
Yeah.
Why I brought up the midgies is I'm looking over here at the mini bar. I haven't drank in a little while. I mean, I've had a drink here and there, but not while we're doing the podcast. But I'm just wondering, like, I look at these things, it is pretty cool, and these little drinks are just so, like, I mean, is the word cute I want to use?
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever, but they seem fun, you know? And I'm thinking one time, maybe one weekend when I'm just hanging out, I'm going to test drive those just to see how they are.
You should have, like, 3 in a row, you know, like of the airplane bottles.
No, I'm not talking about the airplane bottles. I'm talking about the little can, the little, like, can ones. I've had the airplane bottles.
Yeah, one of them is like a peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I used to love whiskey, and it sounds like it could be good.
Yeah.
You know?
But, yeah, no, I'm going to, we definitely, if we're going to, I always say, if you're going to, you know, promote something, like we're promoting the minibar, you got to try it.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to need to try 1 or 2 one day, too. We're going to have to.
Well, I don't, you know that I don't drink anymore.
I know.
But, like.
I mean, are you going to fall off the wagon if you have one? If you get a little, I mean, are you going to be like, all right, straight to the bar, bro. We're tearing this town up.
No, I probably want to do cocaine or something, which is really awful. That's why I stopped drinking, guys. Like,
I would never let you go that far. I wouldn't let you go down that road.
Fucking punch me in the stomach or knock me out.
Yeah.
Where's Ponch? Like, oh, he's in the Sprinter, just fucking passed out. How did he pass out?
I knocked him out.
Shit out of him.
So, how was your birthday the other day?
Oh, it was pretty
Afterwards,
good.
like, I mean, usually most people when they're older, they're like, "It's my birthday month or week."
Yeah, no. For me, it's different. My wife wanted to, like, we have a pool at her house and stuff, and she wanted to have like a big like barbecue and have the friends over and do all that. I just, you know, I don't know. I'm not into that anymore. It's not anymore. What started to happen as I got older, Jason, and I don't know if this is common with you or if this ever happens to you, but what started happening is we would have parties when I did drink, and we would have parties and barbecues and stuff, and I would just kind of like do a French goodbye. I would just go into my room, shut the door, lock it, and just like have my wife deal with all the people. And it just because I don't know, I felt like there was nothing else for me to say.
Yeah, you get to a point,
and just like and my friend, a certain friend would be annoying to me, and I just felt like rather than be mean, I'll just fucking leave.
Yeah,
leave to my room.
I feel that. I feel that totally. I always, no matter what party it is, I always do the Houdini, Frenchman goodbye, Irish shuffle, whatever, you know, people want to call it.
I just don't feel like I need to make a, because then you got to go and hug everyone, you know, and everyone's like, hey, dude, come here, you're leaving, come here. That. And it's like, fuck, dude, like, I don't feel like walking through this crowd to get to you to say goodbye.
I am the same way. It's not that I don't want, I just want to, when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, bye, I'm done. And I used to be with friends. They would be like, no, gotta say goodbye to everybody. Like, they're gonna get their feelings hurt if you don't know. Nobody cares if
Just
you're gonna
call
say
me
goodbye.
like,
just throw a text.
Yeah.
Hey, I made it home safe. Great night. Dude, and if the person's like, dude, you didn't even say goodbye. No. I'm sorry. Not my deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, totally not my thing. So, have you been going to your gym lately?
Yeah, I go to the gym a lot.
Yeah.
I go like 3 or 4 times a week.
What do you?
But I also am not that great of an eater, so I've been trying to eat better.
Okay.
But yeah, I go to the gym, and the gym's cool, you know, but it sucks because like I can't use 90% of the machines in this place, so I'm like the dude that's like on the barbells all day, like.
Dude,
I
you're
see
Rocky
the dudes.
style. You're Rocky style.
Yeah, just doing the old school style. And then like I'll do like body weight like exercises and shit like that. But
What are body weight exercises?
like you know like doing sit-ups and stuff, or doing push-ups and stuff, not having to use
classic workout.
and then stretching out a lot too. I try to stretch out a lot, but yeah, for the most part, it's the gym is it's a good place. I just put my music on, and I have like a Rocky playlist, which is so
There you
weird,
go.
but like it really pumps me up.
Does your gym have a sauna?
Yeah.
I love saunas.
Yeah, the sauna is great.
I go to this one spa just to go to the sauna and the cold pool.
Okay.
Like, I love that combo.
Is your sauna like a man sauna?
Yeah.
Ours is both.
So you gotta wear trunks or something.
Female,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Most gyms
So you gotta-
gyms have those. I used to go to a gym that had that where you wear surf trunks and you go in and you're just chilling. No, I go to this I'm just calling. I think they're Korean spas or whatever. Japanese. I think they're Korean
bathhouse?
spas. They're kind of like bathhouses, yeah. Where when you're in the dude section, it's nude dudes.
Yeah.
But they do have a communal section where you wear like their outfits, so you have to put their shorts on, and the men are wearing like orange t-shirts, and the women are wearing blue or green or whatever.
Yeah.
And those are cool rooms because it is sauna still, but you're going in like a clay room or a salt room, and you just lay there. And those rooms aren't as hot, but they're so comfortable you just pass out.
Yeah.
But I mainly go like to the gnarly like sauna that's like 190, 200 degrees, where most people can only last 5 minutes in there. And I've done like 15 minutes where I just get as hot as I can and then go 5 to 10 minutes in the cold pool.
Oh,
Just
wow.
Be like,
Is that good for you?
totally good for you. Detoxes you, gets your immune system going, gets your like digestive system, it gets everything going.
Have you ever done the plunge, the cold plunge?
Oh yeah, I love cold plunges.
That
Those
sounds
are
nice.
fun.
Like I feel like I would do good at that. As
Yeah.
far as like I don't have a heater at my pool, and I live in the mountains, so we have all 4 seasons there.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where the pool gets too cold to go in. But I mean I'm there into the pool until like mid-October, and then it's like 55, 45 degrees.
Yeah.
You're not going in that.
Oh, you could take a little jump in real quick, shock
I
your
guess,
body.
yeah.
Wake yourself up.
No, that's a good way to shock your body.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is my wife like hates shocking her body. Mm-hmm. And when I got the vaccine, you know, people were saying, oh, some people get sick out of it, or you get woozy. I got the vaccine, and when I started to get like feeling like I was going to get sick, I just jumped in the pool, and it was so cold that I feel like I shocked it out of my system, and I was fine. My wife got a little sick for a few days, but I was fine. So I was just, and that's kind of how I've been with like, whenever I get sick, I just feel like you just jump in a cold pool, and it doesn't take it away, but it takes your mind off of it. And I think a lot of the times it is a mind thing.
You think
know?
it's mental?
Yeah, I feel like, at least for me, it's been kind of mental, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you go, or you sweat it out. Like, I remember being sick skateboarding. I would be sick, like I would have a cold, and you just wanted to skateboard so bad, you didn't want that to be what held you back from going skateboarding.
Yeah.
And I would go skateboarding and sweat it out. And by the end of the skate session, I wouldn't feel sick anymore. And I
Yeah.
think it's because I wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then you were sweating it out, like detoxing it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I feel like there's like reasons for certain things. And
Makes
it's kind of
sense.
something I've lived by for a little while. So
Makes sense.
yeah.
I used to, this is a while ago, I'd go to the sauna that was the co-ed where you wear trunks. And if I had like a hangover or like a pretty good buzz and I wanted to sweat it out, I'd go there and it would be gone.
Really?
So that's sweating it out does work, and you could do it that way too.
I like sweating it out, man.
Yeah. I wish Pitt was
Brad Pitt, didn't flake out.
Brad Pitt didn't flake out. Thanks, Brad Pitt. You know what's funny about Brad Pitt?
What?
When people always come up to me and they're like, "Hey, are you so and so?" I always go, "No, I'm not Brad Pitt." You know what I mean? I've even said, "No, I'm not Samuel L. Jackson."
You know what's funny is when I get
Me?
yes, when I get you. How are you, wee man? Well, you guys look a lot alike. Because I'll be like, nah, it's not me. Sorry, man. And they'll be like, well, you guys look a lot alike. I'm like, yeah, we both we're both handsome as hell. So it's hard, to tell us apart sometimes. But it's weird because I think it's not like
We do not look anything alike.
yeah, we do not look a lot.
Yeah.
alike. I mean, we're somewhat the same size, but I feel like
You definitely look way more like Peter Dinklage.
yeah, I
than
get that
do.
one a lot too.
Yeah, you do.
Do you
do.
ever get? You never get
No.
Peter Dinklage. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
kind of
pretty
obvious.
obvious.
You have the shaved head.
Yeah. Tattoos.
Yeah.
I saw I went to a buddy's birthday last night, so I just stayed at a hotel last night and I was flipping through channels. Because at home, I'll just watch certain things that I like, and that's it. And if I'm not watching anything, I just put music on. But I saw this movie Peter Dinklage was in. It was like a video game.
Oh, Pixels.
Pixels.
Yeah.
I saw a part of that, and I didn't even know he was in it. And that was pretty funny. Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Happy Madison does some good movies.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't know that was a Happy Madison production, but I saw Adam Sandler.
Happy Madison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt.
he gracefully denied us by
Yeah.
not saying no,
Yeah.
but not saying yes.
Yes.
But yeah, I saw that. He did pretty good. I mean, for what the movie was.
Yeah.
That was a pretty awkward movie. Have you ever seen it? I only saw bits of it last night, so
Yeah,
it's pretty trippy.
It's a trippy movie. Kind of.
You see the whole thing?
It's very nostalgic because it takes people back like from the 80s where they had those type of video games like
yeah.
Galaga, I think is what it was based on.
And
So-
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter, and yeah, so it's. I enjoyed the movie. I think I thought it was great.
Okay.
But as far as like, what were we talking about?
the movie.
Oh yeah, Peter
Pi-
Dinklage.
Peter
Yeah.
Dinklage, Pixel.
Yeah,
And we were
Pixel.
talking about how
yeah,
you look
yeah.
like
I
it.
mean, I saw it full and through. I only saw it once, but I thought it was a good movie, and
All right.
yeah, we'll edit that part, that pause. Yeah,
Why? This is
Yeah,
raw, dude.
because I
Go
fucking
raw.
feel like a dumbass sometimes.
No way, dude. We're keeping this in the shot. I don't care what Ponch says. Sounds good on tape. Looks good on video.
Yeah, it definitely does.
You gotta be you.
Yeah.
Raw, dude.
Yeah, gritty,
Gritty,
raw,
pixelated.
pixelated. Yeah.
You just got pixelated for a second in the brain.
Do you did you ever hear the interview with Mark Maron interviewing Peter Dinklage and like what started the whole like Snow White controversy and all that?
No.
It's kind of
I got a Peter Dinklage story too that I'll tell after this.
Well, anyways, a lot of people are blaming Peter Dinklage for being like the reasoning behind like Disney not using little people to play the dwarves on Snow White, and I think people got his message wrong,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's like, why would Disney like take Peter's word for it and kind of like to screw everybody else over? Because I had a couple friends that were like on callbacks to play the dwarves, and as soon as that interview came out, like a few weeks later, like they just decided to cancel all the dwarves and use tall people to like play these fairies and stuff, CGI them and stuff, and
Or AI.
or AI them. And so I when I listened to the interview, I didn't hear like Peter Dinklage bashing on it. He just had his own take on it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't for them to not do that. Like it's Disney. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
But it was just his take on it. And like, you know, if you're going to make Snow White, if you're going to be progressive and make Snow White Latino, like why are you keeping the other story the same of these dwarves that live in caves and blah, blah, blah. I don't think it meant for them to cancel out little people. I think he just meant like for it to kind of like go a little bit more progressive, and they don't have to live in caves. They don't have to. They could be talented. They could, you know, like
he meant those jobs are good. Keep them if that's the movie you're gonna make, but also give them parts that an average person could get too if this person plays a good part.
Absolutely.
But
I think that was the message.
They took it wrong.
Yeah, and so I feel like a lot of little people got kind of discouraged and upset about that, but that's what I got out of it. You know, maybe he meant something totally different.
Makes sense. Maybe we should get him on the show. Talk to him about it.
Yeah.
I think he would be scared to come on the show. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think he'd be scared. I think he's a smart guy, and I think he would probably come on the show, you know, like, and it would be a good way to have him come and redeem himself to the little people community that thinks that is the reason behind that.
Is that the revolution the little revolution he's gonna get?
That is his little revolution, for sure. But yeah.
So this was back when we did Jackass, the first movie. And so we'd already done seasons of the show, Jackass the movie, you know? And so people knew I was a little person out there in movies and stuff. And Peter was just coming out to start doing Game of Thrones, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Whoa. It's not Game of Thrones or whatever. That's a good show.
Really?
I like that show.
Let me start with this story.
Okay.
Never once got into the show.
Okay.
Right? And all of a sudden, like, a few of us are hanging out, me, Bam, Tremaine, and we're at Tremaine's house. He goes, hey, guys, Game of Thrones is on. I'm like, oh, whatever. So he puts it on. Within 5 minutes, Bam and I are both on the couch snoring.
Oh, really?
Boring. And this was like 5th season in or whatever. And we didn't even make it past 5 minutes of the show.
Yeah. I think it's one of those shows you got to kind of watch from the beginning.
That's what Jeff said, and I was just like...
And then you kind of get caught up in it. But I see why you would find
my
it
God.
boring.
Passed out snoring on the couch 5 minutes.
It's very like political and people plotting against each other and like just everyone's fucking each other over basically.
Yeah.
And fucking each other. So.
Yeah. You can tell it's that kind of show. But anyway, so they contacted Alan, my manager, and they said, hey, we want to do an interview to see Jason's thoughts about Peter coming up, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I got on the phone call.
What the hell? Once again, the media. Trying to put you
against
and compare you to another little person that's coming up.
Check out how this was. So they're talking to me. It's 2 interviewees. And they're like, yeah, so what are your thoughts? How do you feel? I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know the guy. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you know? And they're like, well, what have you been up to? And I'm like, well... We just put out a movie that just went #1, you know. Are you asking him about that? And they're like, okay, well, hey, it was great having you on. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks for having me.
You know what's funny about that, too, is because you came up before him, I think that he was probably getting called Weeman a lot more than you ever got called Peter Dinklage.
Oh, 1,000%.
Right?
Yeah, I only got called it a couple times, you know, and I was like, no, and maybe a couple more because people were, oh, dude, aren't you in? Nope, not me in Game of Thrones.
I get it called so much, especially if I show up to Hollywood and Highland. Oh, people just line up to get pics.
Dude, you should stand in front of Chinese Man Theater and just $100 a photo, Game of Thrones, be all nighted out and stuff.
Just fucking,
cash in.
Just be reading to people because it's, I drink and I know things because he reads a lot. That's like, he's like the king plotter of the show. Why do I always hold this? That's what, you're holding it like gently, and I'm like holding it like I'm about to suck a big.
Yeah. A big black mic.
Oh, big black mic. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is, right in your face, buddy. I'm very gentle with it.
Oh, yeah. He's very gentle. You hear that, guys?
Okay, speaking of Hollywood and stuff, I don't know if we've ever really discussed this. Have you ever been out on auditions and like callbacks?
Mm-hmm.
And what was your take from them? Like, how did you feel, and what was it from them?
Auditions and callbacks. Yeah, I've got
For movies, TV shows, commercials, whatever.
Usually with commercials, it's like the commercials that I did do. It wouldn't be a callback. You just would book the job.
What commercials did you do?
I did a Big Lots commercial. I did a Sprite commercial.
Sprite. Whoa.
There we go. Yeah, Sprite. It was like for with LeBron James. We didn't really get to meet each other, but I went to Ohio. Check this out. I went to Ohio because it was when Sprite, when lime was mixing with lemon, right?
Yeah.
So I flew to Ohio, and LeBron James was who they were advertising for Sprite. And I flew to Ohio to shoot a commercial where I had like an old school, like green bathing suit on.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing from a trampoline. This was very fun. Doing cannonballs into a pool, and then they had another trampoline set up on the other side where another little dude in a yellow like bathing suit, old school bathing suit, was doing cannonballs into the pool from the other side, and basically it was like the lime and the lemon mixing together to form the Sprite. It was great, dude, and it paid a lot of money. And that year, the Cavaliers like made it to the playoffs, and they kept winning games. They didn't get to the finals, but they made it like semifinals, and so they just kept playing the commercial, and I made a lot of money. And it was when national commercials, like it was back then, you actually got paid a lot. You could make a really great living off of it.
I did
that commercial.
I did a T-Mobile Sidekick commercial.
They loved my cannonball.
They loved your cannonball.
Yeah, so Sidekick. I think I remember this one. Wait.
Yeah. So remember T-Mobile Sidekick where you flipped it up and
then you were basically the sidekick.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did a little part with what's her name from Splash, the chick who was the mermaid, Daryl Hannah.
Okay.
Her and I were in a Home Depot, and I was the sidekick, and we were shopping.
Okay.
And then another part of the commercial was I was at a suit tailor, like, texting away on the thing. And the suit tailor was measuring me up here like my suit was going to be super small.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool. It was a fun commercial. And it was national, too. Got tons of, I had boxes of sidekicks.
No, that's what I was going to ask you. Did they hook you up with sidekicks?
Oh, dude, boxes. I was giving them to friends.
And sidekicks were pretty popular at one point.
Oh, everybody had a sidekick, dude. If you didn't have a sidekick, bro, psh, it was like having an android nowadays. Like you were... Any other? So you did a Sprite?
Yeah.
A Big Lots.
Big Lots. That was just, you just got picked.
How'd you get a Big Lots? What were you?
Oh.
Were you a little midgie in a Big Lot?
No. It was Christmas time, so I was an elf.
You were the elf.
I was an elf, but this was kind of cool because it was like 8 of us, maybe 9 of us, and they got chosen to play Santa's elves, and we were sitting there, and one of the dudes on that, one of the little people was like, dude, like did you guys know that they're making like 8 different spots with this, and we're only getting paid like $2,000 because Big Lots was regional.
Oh,
and they're doing 8 different spots, right? So then me and a couple of the dudes, I called my agent, and he was just like, I'm like, they're doing 8 different spots with this. Like, I mean, for those, they're doing 8 different commercials. With this, that's what that means, 8 different spots. And basically, I called my agent and told him. He's like, well, that's what you signed up for. So just take it. $2,000 is a lot of money. And I was like, wait, but like, no, they're gonna.
You already signed the deal.
Yeah.
Huh?
So then, a few of us went in to like a meeting, like because we were kind of bummed on that, and we're
You
like,
had a little revolution.
yeah, we have a
back
little
then?
revolution meeting, and we went in and complained, and what happened was they ended up raising the 2,000 to 8,000.
Nice.
It was like because it was going to be a buyout anyway.
Yeah.
So, but if we never did the little revolution,
you'd only got $2,000.
we would only got $2,000.
Six
and my
extra
agent.
grand. Six extra
And my
grand.
agent was like, "Whoa, like, see," I'm like, "Well, we did this. Like, I'm like, you shouldn't get paid more money.
You should only get the 10%
I'm like, you told me to
of
eat it,
$2,000.
Yeah.
You should only get the 2% of $10,000 because that's the work you did.
But yeah, so that happened. But that was a interesting commercial. It was fun. Whatever you.
Yeah.
Got.
Awesome. I did in Europe. Nike flew me out to Europe. I wasn't even on Nike or anything. They were just doing these like different sports bits, and it was when they were trying to get into skateboarding.
Yeah.
And they just had this studio in Italy. They flew me out to Italy. Went to Italy for a couple days. It was actually even my birthday. I didn't tell nobody during that time because I wanted to just film the commercial. And I was in Italy skating. And all we had to do was just keep skating back and forth on this like fun box with a ledge on it and do different tricks. And they just kept the cameras rolling, and they kept like whenever you landed one, they would like make sure they remembered the time and clipped them all together.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. It was a good check too I got.
Italy.
And some people didn't make the same amount as me. I had Alan back then.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Good old Alan, man.
And Alan freaking worked it for me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are the two probably only commercials I've ever done.
Yeah. I mean, I've had callbacks from movies, but even like when I did the Rob Zombie movie, I auditioned for this movie called 31. It wasn't called 31 at the time at the audition. It said Beethoven 666.
Okay.
And it said untitled director,
Yeah.
So I didn't know. And it was basically you were a clown that was torturing somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at this audition, and the lady that casted me in another movie like a few years back.
Yeah.
And I was like last in the audition, like close to last, and I just heard, when you're I don't know if when you hear people that are going up before you and you hear what they're doing, and you're just like, what the hell? Like, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But all I heard was fucking people screaming.
Okay.
The actor was screaming, and basically the lady, the casting director, came. She's like, "Oh, Pancho, like, so nice to see you. Cool." She's like, "Do me a favor, just don't scream the whole time." And I was just like, "Okay, yeah." I wasn't planning on it,
Yeah.
And so I went into the audition, and I just kind of did my own take on it, and I ended up booking it. Just kind of made an interesting choice, and then she had me do it again with like some direction.
Yep.
That they told her to give the actors, and I did it with my own kind of like making my own kind of choices, which is what you're supposed to do at these things. Not obvious choices, interesting choices.
Yeah.
And that's how I always look at it. And basically a few hours later I got a call from my manager at the time, and was like, "Hey, you booked it. And by the way, it's a Rob Zombie movie." I was like, "What?" And for that movie, I was the only one that auditioned, because he recycles his actors. Rob Zombie likes to use a lot of the same actors because he's worked with them before. He trusts them.
Yeah.
He knows what they can do. And so I was basically the only one that auditioned for that movie. So I was like kind of the new guy that came in, and it was such a fun experience. And that's kind of how I got my foot in the door at like into the horror convention world, which I had no idea existed.
HORROR.
Yeah. HOO. HORROR, yeah. Not whore. Yeah.
You're not whoring yourself out.
I'm not whoring myself out. Well, kind of.
Yeah,
but
I know. You know what's funny about Hollywood that I've noticed?
What's up?
they always make it seem like it's this one movie that you're going for, and they're not going to tell you the director. And then as soon as you get it or whatever, it changes, and now you're doing this. You're doing the actual movie that it is. And I think it's a little Hollywood swindle. They don't. They always want people to think they're doing a B movie.
I feel like,
and they're not. You know, especially when they're casting.
No, it's totally right. And you know what's crazy is when you say it that way, I auditioned for the Joker movie. There's this little part for a little guy and the Joker movie, the first one.
Yeah.
And all it said was, it didn't say the name of the movie.
Nope.
All it said was Todd Phillips.
Okay.
And Todd Phillips, all I know him from is The Hangover.
Okay.
And like Old School,
Yeah.
which are like funny fucking movies, comedy, pure comedy.
Yep.
And I think if I knew it was for like the Joker movie, I would have had a different take in my head of not making it funny, but a little bit, you know, a little bit darker. But sometimes you need to know those things, and they don't. I don't know. And since it was a self-tape audition, you don't get callbacks for self-tapes.
No.
You just book it. And so that kind of would have been a little helpful.
Yep. No, that's a little Hollywood knowledge to know, especially for the new actors trying to come out there. You may think you're going for a B movie, but you could be going for a blockbuster.
Should we talk about being ghosted
today?
Yeah. Not about a project that we've been ghosted on, but what ghosted is for people out there to know that are trying to get their stuff out there.
You mean nowadays?
Yes.
I mean, we could discuss. Yeah, totally. Like, how do you want to say it?
So, ghosted with Hollywood now, from my interpretation of it, is that if you turn in a project, you go in for a meeting with the project, and
with a production company,
and basically you have a great meeting. There's no yes or no, and then after the meeting, they just never respond back to you. They don't respond to your emails. They don't respond to anything. So you don't get a yes or a no ever. Mm-hmm. And that is Hollywood's way of saying that the reason they do that is because if your project ever does get picked up by another company, then they're not the ones to be known for like turning that project down. Yeah. Right? Something like that?
Totally 100% right.
Yeah. So for those of you out there
wondering why,
it's good to know. It's good. Why you're not getting a phone call. It's not because your project sucks. It's just
they're too afraid to say no to your project, and then another company picks it up and just kills it with it.
Yeah.
And then, somebody hears down the line, "Oh, you said no to this?
Yeah.
Why didn't we pick this up?"
Yeah.
So it's a job saver.
Yeah, it's a job saver for
people.
Sure.
Definitely. So I noticed you're driving your big car today. Why'd you change from the Jeremiah Honda to the Batmobile, dude? Why'd you bring the Batmobile today?
I brought the Batmobile because the Batmobile had gas. I didn't feel like filling up.
Oh,
my wife filled it up yesterday, so I'm like,
so you just took it.
Yeah.
You said later. Got it. Yeah, I stayed in a hotel last night.
Oh yeah,
and it was pretty. I got here. Usually it takes me like an hour and a half to get here from my town. I got here in like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You're in Calabasas.
I was in Calabasas. Nice little area. I like it. It's kind of quiet. A little warm, though, in the valley. I'm still more of a beach boy kid, even though I don't go to the beach much. I just love the beach weather.
Yeah. No, I know that.
That's But when what I was thinking when you were talking about your house and you've had parties there and stuff? When am I going to get an invite to your house? You've been to my house. You've spent the night at my house.
Oh, dude, I'll invite you like whenever.
Yeah.
Like
I want to see it. I want to see that lake by your house.
Yeah, you'll see the lake.
Come out with
filled up this winter.
Yeah, see all your animals.
Yeah, see the animals. See the farm.
The
see
Pancho
the zoo.
farm, the Muller farm.
Yeah. I have 9 or 12 now. Yeah, because we've adopted these 2 little kittens and fostered them. And we're not getting any bites with them. So my wife, Emily, is growing very attached to them. She got them collars and stuff. And I'm just thinking,
once you get them collars.
Now they're ours.
Yeah, they're yours.
Yeah, we got four dogs and 6 cats. Yeah. Seven
4
cats.
dogs.
7 cats. 4
4
dogs.
dogs,
Yeah.
7 cats.
Yeah. We have a nice big house though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a lot of animals. I never thought of myself having so many animals. And my wife wants to be one of those ladies that owns a big farm and just adopts every animal.
Just saves them all.
Yeah, saves them all. She wants to be the savior. Yeah.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna ever get like pigs or goats?
We thought of getting chickens.
Chickens
You
are
have to
good.
make eggs and shit.
Yeah, daily. You get them daily.
Yeah.
I've eaten fresh farm delivered same day eggs where they pop out and you just wash them off and crack them open.
Yeah.
They're good.
I love fresh eggs.
Yeah, they're good.
Our neighbors sometimes bring us eggs from their coop and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, dang.
Yeah.
You ever have fresh chicken?
No.
Just killed and plucked? No,
I haven't done that
No
yet.
fresh chicken yet. Just eggs.
Killed and plucked.
Well, I mean that's what happened.
Yeah. No, I haven't
Killed,
had that.
plucked, and
but I really
grilled.
love chicken. Yeah.
What?
I love chicken though.
Oh hell yeah, chicken's good. It's a filler. Chicken's like the iceberg lettuce of proteins.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I've done my research, bub. I know about things. Gotta
Sounds
have
like
a
it.
nice, good ribeye steak. Get all your vitamins and stuff from that. You know, keep the muscles going. Speaking of muscles, did you challenge me to an arm wrestling contest soon?
I thought of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought some entertainment.
We may have
That
to do
could
it
be.
soon.
Are you an arm wrestler guy?
I'm a everything guy.
But did you guys ever have an episode on Jackass where you arm wrestled people?
No, I don't.
I don't know why I thought of that.
Maybe we did. I can't think of it offhand. We've done. So
You know what's
much
crazy
stuff.
is like even like growing up and stuff, like I was never like a big athlete or like I just skateboarded.
Yeah.
And in school I would always be able to do more push-ups and more pull-ups than anybody. Even like the biggest jocks
Yes.
there that like were like swore
Yeah,
by like
yeah.
going to the gym and being fit.
Yeah.
I would just kill them.
Same. And you know what else? Bench presses.
Yeah, and bench pressing
Bench
too.
presses. I would be out on like things and people would be like, "Oh, you want to have a bench?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they'd be like, "All right, against this guy, he bench presses." And I'm like, "All right, let's go."
Wow.
And then you embarrass them, and everybody's just like,
And-
"Oh."
And then the dudes are always like, "Oh, it's because your arms are shorter." I'm like,
No.
dude, weight is weight, bro.
Yep.
Weight
still
is
got
weight.
it off of me.
Yeah.
I still pick that shit off of
Yeah.
me, dude. Yep. Always. Yeah. And
I
they always
I
said the
think
same.
little people, especially like Akon dwarves, I think we do have pretty strong upper bodies.
Yeah. We're gnarly.
'Cause I like even when I was younger, I never worked on it. You know, like
Yeah.
it wasn't something I worked on. It was
Yep.
like I had strong legs back then, but
Yeah.
like my upper body was just normal. I thought, but
Normal,
nope,
huh?
I was killing it.
Oh, speaking of which, there was one question I wanted to ask today's guest about certain things like how being normal and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
What? And
so-
you're gonna ask me now?
No, not gonna
Okay.
ask you. You didn't bring it up, so
Okay.
yeah. I can't wait. I hope our guest really does come next time.
Me too.
It's gonna be good. We're waiting for you.
We're not trying to do pranks or anything.
No.
We're keeping it real here.
Yeah, just two little revolution dudes, keeping it way real.
Yeah. Let's
So-
see what else can we talk about.
What do you mean? What else? We can talk about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what happens to me lately?
What?
Speaking of latest news, so when I see people out on the street, they're like, "Hey, you guys gonna make another one?" And I used to always, "Oh no, whatever." Now my favorite excuse is, "Man, everybody's on strike. We're on strike." You know, like Writers Guild, SAG, and all that. One of my favorite restaurants is pretty close here, Apple Pan.
Yeah.
Burgers are.
Oh yeah, I met you that one
Yeah,
time.
we had meetings at Apple Pan. I was there
That place is really good.
I was there the other day, and you get to sit inside now since COVID because they were like one of the last ones that let people back inside because they had a huge outdoor thing. But I was there sitting inside, and this guy just comes up and sits right next to me, and he's trying to small talk, and whenever people small talk with me and I don't really know them and they don't really introduce, I'm kind of like I just give short answers, not short size answers, just short answers. And at the end, like, I'm like, all right, let me get my bill. He's like, oh, dude, let me buy it, man. Let me buy it. I'm like, no, dude. He goes, no. Like, let me pay. And Hector, the main waiter, dude, I always go see him. He's like, yeah, you should buy because he's out of work right now. They're on strike. And I'm like, yeah, dude, this is awesome.
Damn. Speaking like with the streamers and stuff, there's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Okay.
When you guys did your last Jackass,
Yeah.
it went straight to Netflix, didn't it?
Was it Netflix? I believe so.
So was that different?
Yeah, a lot of things were different.
How so?
So when we filmed, we started. So we made our deals right before we did it before COVID. We were filming like end of 2019, early 2020.
Yeah.
And actually, like, we were filming a bunch, and then we took a week off, and it was actually the week before COVID we took off.
Okay.
And we were gonna just have 1 week off, and it ended up like then COVID hit, and they're like, okay, guys, extra 2 weeks off. And I'm like, wow, 3 weeks off from getting beat up. This is awesome. So then it turned into 7 months. We went back. So we'd already done our deals. And during COVID, streaming had become super big because everyone was home. So more streaming and stuff was like doing that. Well, then once the movie hit, Paramount Plus and all that went big. And it was very new. And Jackass, we were one of the first movies to be back filming during COVID. Like, they tested out, like, doing COVID tests daily on the sets and different things with our movie. And so another thing they tested out was going straight to streaming. And, of course, like, it wasn't in our contracts, streaming. Like, we thought it was old school way, like, put the movie out, let it sit, and then,
And then once it's out, do you start collecting the residuals?
And it's totally different now.
Wow.
And that
so
that we were on the front line of like what people now are striking about.
Damn.
Yeah, we were the
because it was completely different than when you shot the last movie 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago there was no streaming. There wasn't even.
So you're one dude. You're one of the dudes actually that like just kind of saw it happen firsthand and actually experienced that.
Yes.
That feeling of streamers just
taking
fucking people.
Yep.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Damn. Why am I?
But you know what? I kind of see it as like I'm trying to be very positive, and I see it like a stock investment that you invested in this stock and the stock crashed. And so I see it as like this movie we put out, that this was the little bit of stock we bought into, and then they're like, no,
damn.
So you got to think on the positive side, and that's how.
If you think on the negative side, it just destroys you.
Fooled me once, but that's never gonna happen again. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah. Super gnarly.
That was a good question.
You feel proud of yourself?
I feel very proud, dude.
Feel like a big interview guy?
I'm the next Lester Holt.
Wow.
No, I'm not. That dude does interviews in storms.
In storms.
And hurricanes.
Wars.
Fires and wars. Dude, that dude's ill.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Have you ever thought of doing newscasting? Nah,
no.
Not your cup of tea?
No, it's not that it's not my cup of tea. I think I'm good at interviewing, but I'm better like with stuff that I'm better at talking about stuff that I'm really familiar with,
passionate about,
rather than things that not that I don't care about, but I just have no knowledge of.
Yeah.
Know? And then you get in your head of like how ridiculous the question you just asked was to like someone that is like super smart or has experience, like their house just being like blown out by a tornado, and you're like, oh, so what are you gonna do now, dude? Like, you're fucked. like it's just like I'm so dumb when it comes to stuff like that. So I think this is pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Us? Why you include me? This is about you, bro.
Well, this is good for me. Baby steps, to like become a better interviewer and just become more comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah, I've noticed the last few times we've done this, you You've done a little bit better.
Yeah.
Coaching you a little,
And I'm also a dude too. Like, and my wife, like when COVID hit, everyone went to like doing like the Zoom, and like talking to like friends and couples and Zoom or like
having dinners on Zoom.
And so she said that like when she would always look at me, I just looked uninterested because I was.
Yeah.
I lost my focus. I'm not interested in it no more. And so with this, I try to focus on like trying to be engaging and like really interested in like the way the other person that we're interviewing, the guest that we're in. See what I mean? The guests that we're interviewing, like like trying to be interested in what he has to say.
You seem really
and being
interested
engaged.
in the guest.
Yeah, not being like, oh God, when this fucking ending, dude. This guy's fucking boring.
I don't think we're gonna have boring guests.
No.
I think if our guest starts sounding boring, I'm gonna just be like, well, that's great. You can go now. We got other things to talk about.
If he starts sounding boring, or if we do, just be like, just take a shot, dude. Like, come on, man.
Let's loosen you up a little.
You want us to slap you in the face?
Take a little. Let's put a little maker's mark in you. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, nice little maker's mark at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Come on, loosen up. You in a hurry, Punch?
No. This went by quick.
It did.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it was good.
Because it was fun.
And it was fun.
What else? How could we end this? Like, what could be something good to end on?
I always have introed and ended. This is the Punch episode.
Yeah.
You started it. I think you should end it too. I'm giving you tasks.
Tasks to end it on, huh?
To end it on. What are you coming up with? Because I'll call you out on it like I called your intro out.
Yeah, my intro was horrible.
I'll call you out. I will be very legit with you.
I feel by the 10th episode of doing this,
You'll get it down?
It'll be like a 360 degree. Like it'll be like 1 to 10. Like,
yeah, be a whole different Punch.
yeah, it'll be.
You want me to give you an example of how we can end this?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So we had a guest scheduled for today, and they had a car accident. So
I feel like he really did, though.
Yeah, we'll find out.
When you say this, when you do this, it makes it seem like he fucked us.
I kind of feel that way. I can't hide that I kind of feel that way.
Oh,
so
man.
I'm gonna say he had a car accident and he couldn't make it to the show.
Nope.
Ponch and I still showed up to work and put this show through.
Yeah.
Hopefully this guest still shows up because we got questions now. I had questions before. Now I have even more questions.
And we even wore good shirts.
Yeah.
Our button ups.
We sharp dress manned it for today. Yeah, good looking dudes. Hot dudes did. We hot dudes did today. So that's it.
What did someone say too? Like Jeremiah said, if you have this person on, that you're gonna blow the internet up. The internet's gonna blow up.
I think he was scared to blow up the internet.
Yeah. He was scared to blow it up.
You're giving away things, but I think by the time this person comes on, this will have aired, and that'll have aired too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. So we want to thank, of course, Tootsie Roll Midgies,
Yes.
Deaf Noodle Comedy Club, and Little Studio Productions, because we get to come here and just do our thing, and we love it. You can come down, do a podcast. I don't know what your podcast would be or how fun it would be, but, give it a shot. Enjoy our space and do your thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
So
we're grateful to have this space to do this.
I feel very grateful.
We have an amazing editor.
Yep. I'm thankful that you came up with this idea. I was thinking about it, but that you came up that we should do a podcast together.
Yeah, we've been working together on other things for so long that it just never
It never clicked.
It never clicked to do something together. We were always doing something where I was on camera and he was kind of an anonymous producer or something.
The boss.
Yeah. So being able to do it together has been great. I was so stoked when you said, "Yeah, oh shit, that's our time."
Is
that a bomb scare?
That's our time.
That's our time. Yeah.
So, all right, Punch. Hopefully next time. Oh, by the way, Coming up, we have some really good guests.
Yes, we
Lined
definitely do.
up.
And we will be interviewing tons of females.
Why gotta throw females under the bus?
I don't know, because this isn't just a dude show.
Tons of females. Wow.
No, not tons. Maybe like 3.
Hopefully one.
That's fucked up, dude. No, man.
Good seeing you, bud. Hopefully one.
Good seeing you too, dude.
Yeah, dude.